Proof here? Can I call upon the sergeant at arms here? Thus prove. I don't think so. I have to go further to do this any longer. In fact, when we talk about the facilities that we enjoy today, even here this afternoon, let's assume that we left civilization in the hands of women. My dear friends, meeting 456 would be happening at a grass hut. Thanks for the men who toiled, and my fathers and grandfathers who were right there to contribute for the best of railways, the best of systems, the water and the sewage systems, that in fact raised if not millions, billions of people out of poverty. Let's move on to school. Yeah, you do well at school, score really high grades, left, right, center. But did you notice, in the class of IIT, not even 10% of women? That really sends a message that when it comes to performance, when it comes to necessity, clearly men speak right there. Let's move on to sports. It could be any sports. Obviously, you have a smaller lung, and more obviously, you have a smaller heart. Quite obvious. And you're weak in sports. Do you need records? The 100-meter world record for running, it's 9.58 seconds. You all know who it is. It's a man. Against 10.48 by a woman. So with this, I conclude that yes, you might have a lot of ambitions, but very clearly, we are way ahead of you, and let's not get into the game of competing. And I reiterate, there is a woman behind every successful man. Thank you.
Expectedly, the gloves are coming off. The fans are getting bad. As things get serious, let's now have Toastmaster Rajlakshmi.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. With this simple reference and understand why my working three opponents are here today, taking away all their time. To prove the need to feel the need for self-validation. To feel good about themselves. Feel good about whatever you want to. Keep feeding that big, fat, male ego of yours. But facts are facts, women are better. Now, I rest my case. On a normal day, this would have been enough. But today is a special occasion. So, you have more facts. Postman, chairman, postmaster, and even Toastmaster. Historically, men have had the need to feed their male ego. On to some serious stuff. God gave men all the tips for everything from start of life. And what did they do with it? They took it all, like a set of quibbling children. They get all the toys to themselves, starting from the right to vote, right for education, right for jobs, right to own boats, and up until the right to even eat with your family. But what did we do? We, as mature individuals, waited, observed, and thought, let us see if these people will do something for us. But we were proven wrong. We took the fight to them. We fought for our rights. And what a fight was it. We took away each of their toys, one by one by one. And we schooled the world how it can be done better. And let me give more examples of how we did it better. My dear friend pointed out that women score better marks in all boards. Yes? Isn't that credit? Isn't it worthy of praise? Now, in some other field, the most acclaimed James Bond movie was Skyfall. And we all know it won an Oscar. Did the Oscar come for Daniel Craig? No, it came to added. Go on to another field. From Agatha Christie to J.K. Rowling, 100 years apart, the best-sold novels are from them. It only comes behind the Bible. Yes, we are creative too. Now, in another field of surgery, the British Medical Association has pointed out that women make better surgeons. We may not be building houses here, but we do save lives and with stabler hands. And moving on, all research points out that women can handle stress better. Who is known for multitasking? Women. Who is known to face pressure better? Women. Sanjay, who works in Deloitte, his CEO is Katie Engelbert, and she is the first woman. And she is the only person since 1999 who is now going to stand for re-election as CEO of Deloitte. And the same Sanjay, in his last icebreaker speech, said the biggest influence in his life was his mother. But let me ask a serious question. Of all the things they pointed out that they have done it better, when did we ever have the rights to do it? Were we given the chance to prove our mettle? We have fought for it, and we have fought for it hard. It has taken us hundreds of years to even reach where we stand today. Yes, we have not reached it fully. Out of 123 million people between 15 and age 24, 61% and uneducated are still girls. But we have reached 61. We will move on to less than 50 soon. But we need time. The fight has started. But I will leave you with a simple thing. When the world was about to get its first woman leader of the free world, we thought, let us give the men one more chance. And we gave it. Look whom the men got and what the men did for themselves. Thank you.
The people will now come from the Showing Interlude. Toastmasters of the Mayor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Thomas. For your information, Medley secretary is the mayor. And thank you, Toastmaster Rajan. She has given a lot of facts. Yes, you see, you were right. It's actually in there. CEO's name is Venkat. And she said some English name also. So that we will get out of the things. Yeah. Usually we forget dates, like anniversary date, birthday, we forget. This one we won't. And one more thing, don't bring movies and novels here for a debate. I can also bring a lot of movies. So the movie that you told, like Titanic movie, it was actually directed by a man. And how many of you like Titanic movie? You know who died in the last? There is enough room in that place. She just took the necklace and she died. And never bring personal things, right? Because she told, okay, this inspiration was your mother, right? How many of you remember her ISC speech? For 5 minutes, 30 seconds. 5 minutes, 20 seconds, she talked about her husband. Sorry. Just bring over the facts, right? You only said that. 1 month back, when Thomas asked all 6 of us and told, okay, we are going to have a debate. And the proposition is women can do anything men can, even better. I was surprised. Like, not because of the topic. The next line he told us, women propose first and men oppose. In the history of mankind, this is the first time woman is going to propose in the So that's one thing. And immediately when I heard the topic, I agree. Like, yeah, it's correct. And I'm sure, how many are there? 30 of you here, 28 of you would have put yes, right? I'm sure, man. Don't talk about it. Because we think emotionally. I take the topic and I messaged 20 girls in my Facebook friend list. I got 15 replies. Immediately, yeah, we agree. And I got 5 replies, who is this? Okay, that's another. Then I messaged 20 of my male friends. They also said that I agree. Women are better. Santosh, our VP Santosh, right? He's one step further. He sends me 200 words of details saying, okay, women are better. You just quit from debate. At that point I thought, okay, why is this happening? We all think emotionally. For 3 minutes, for 180 seconds, just give rest to your emotions and think logically. You can take any field like science, automobile, healthcare, insurance, information technology, everything. Women's contribution is 1 in 10. My grandfather, he doesn't know anything. So when I do something wrong, I say, hey, as if you are Einstein. Huh? So this is how he will tell me. The reach of men is like that. If you just go out and ask any one person, okay, list out 5 scientists, all the 5 will be men. I'm sure that. Let me bring out some of the important characteristics of men. It may sound very basic characteristics, but it's very important. Okay, the first one is very trivial. First one is men keep secrets. Only of you. Yes. Let's say for thousands and thousands of years, yes. We are being appointed as spies. Just imagine what would happen if. And they say men, everyone knows men are good at taking risk, handling pressure. Men are good leaders because these all aspects are good leaders. Okay, you can ask me. Okay, Medley has a female leader. How can you say that men are good at leadership? Yeah, I agree. Cynthia is good. Like she's a good leader. But tell me, she can't even convince one woman to take part of the ex-company. Now tell me. I have more points from the last 3 minutes. For now, I'm leaving the stage. And I think he told, behind every successful man, there is a woman, right? Behind every successful man, there are 2 women.
The last of the 2 debaters will now take turns. Rounding off the arguments, first of all would be Toastmaster Jyotirmai.
A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. Good afternoon, respected Toastmasters and guests. Well, this was quoted by Eleanor Roosevelt, who was an American politician, diplomat, and activist. She was the longest serving First Lady of the United States. Well, the quote which I said just now, I have seen a living example of the same in my maternal grandma. Widowed at a young age, with 7 kids to look after, and just a matriculation degree in her hand, she was stranded. Well, undeniably, she was scattered. But then, I heard she gathered herself. It was slow, but then she stood. She stood tall. She had 2 options. One was to stay back in her parents' village where she had everything. But then her kids would be deprived of education, just like herself. And the other option was to move to Kakinada town, where undoubtedly her kids would get education, but she would have to start from scratch. And then she chose the second option. What not she did to earn a living for herself. She ventured into defense services. She also played with interest business. She could only earn that much so that she could feed her kids and educate them. Well, the same hard-working nature was seen in my aunts and uncles as well. I heard they had to teach to earn their own pocket money. But when my mom told me about this story, I was at awe, looking at the extent at which a woman can be proactive. Not only this, each and every one of us might have heard such stories, that women have been good at dealing with their own roles and also taking up the roles of men, and that too single-handedly. Well, not only this domain, in other domains also. Like a recent Harvard research says that patients who have been taken care of by female surgeons fare better as compared to the male ones. Why is it so? It's because women are better at emotional intelligence. They know how to empathize with the person in a better way. They can make them feel better. Owing to women's nature, we are gifted with excellent communication skills. Okay, we are pro-sex gossiping, but then that does help us in outdoing better as compared to men in relationships. We are considered to be the patient and kinder gender. And not only this, I don't understand why are women called the weaker sex. But women are better in outliving men. Why is it so? There must be something to do with the immunity, right? And not only these things, there are numerous other examples where women have done better than men. So, I want you to take a pause and think well about it, about the theme, and recollect all such stories and I bet you would be able to say, yes, women can do things that men can do, and in fact better.
Now we have Toastmaster Rome.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, moderator for the debate today, and welcome guests. A couple of days back, I was traveling in an Uber when I saw, and as I was gazing outside the window, I saw a gentleman opening the door for a woman, and I could make out from his lips that he was saying, "Ladies first." It got me wondering, what is ladies first? I took my smartphone and started searching the internet for finding out what is the origin behind this word, ladies first. And the most convincing tale of them all came from the story of two lovers in Italy. They were so madly in love that they wanted to get married, but due to societal and family pressures, they couldn't get married. And what they thought that if they couldn't live together, they will die together. So what they do is that they both go near a lake or a pond, whatever is there in Italy, and they decide to jump in. And guess who jumped first? The man, obviously. And guess who didn't? Men got smarter than itself, and then they came up with this whole theory called ladies first. I was pretty moved about the rights that you were claiming about the right to vote, the right to, right for a seat in a bus, all those rights. But ages before all these rights came into mind, I can imagine myself as a child in the playground at 5 o'clock, sitting and waiting for friends to join me. I didn't know about rights, I didn't know about gender, I didn't know about sex. Okay, the toys that I had were cycles, G.I. Joes, and all whatnot. I was ready to share them all. I used to show hands and legs and eyes and all the women and men over there. But the only people who were, fortunate enough to come join me were always men. And whenever I was, tired of playing with all these men, I used to go back and play with my sister or other girls in the colony. And I used to gel very well with them, playing makeup and kitchen set. And I used to even excel over there. You might think that this is all playful things. I thought that what I could not get outside, I will come back home and I will get it, and started playing video games. At every game, be it Contra, to Dave, to Mario, to even shooting ducks, I could outsmart my sister and any other girl in the flat, as a matter of fact. So you might be thinking that, oh, video game, that is no such big deal. Let's take something called chess. How many grandmasters of the top 100 grandmasters are women? Any guesses? Any guesses? Zero. Zero is, there are two grandmasters. There are two grandmasters who are of the top 100 who are women. I am not saying that women cannot play chess or women cannot calculate, but all I am saying is that under proper training, under proper guidance, men can calculate better than women, as proved in the case of the chess. And as I was finishing a game of chess with my sister and defeating her, came the smell of food from the kitchen. I love my mother's food. I adore it. But there is something that I love more than my mother's food. It is food that I get from 5-star hotels. And guess who are the chefs in these hotels? These are predominantly men. From Gordon Ramsay to all the other top chefs that you see around the world, these are men who are taking and spearheading the culinary space. Design of fashion. Ladies go gaga over Armani. Ladies go gaga over a lot of brands which are initially founded by men. And almost 70% of the fashion industry is still headed by men. This takes us to another place, which is risk-taking, because men are also risk-takers and they have proved it in the startup space as well. 1 out of 10 unicorn startups are only founded by women. The rest 9 are founded by risk-taking men. With all these thoughts in my mind, I snapped out of my forethought in the Uber car because my driver was having an argument. I asked him, Anna, what is wrong? He told me, there is this lady, she's not able to tell me where she stands. And I took my smartphone again and I started searching. And a survey conducted by the Norwegian Society for Science and Technology proves that men are definitely better at directions than women. If given, when they conducted an experiment, 50% of the tasks were successfully completed by men. They were more better at spatial recognition of the directions and also used shortcuts to reach their position. So, let's go back to the man who opened the door for the lady and told ladies first. Are ladies actually first? Or are men just better at being nicer as well? I really don't know. I leave it up to you. But what I do know is that there are 3 women behind every successful man.
3 minutes. 3 minutes is all that each of these teams have to convince us. And take